What's up, everybody? Big Herc, Prison Talk Live, episode 35. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope you guys got to do some things you wanted to do. Hope you got to kick your feet up, spend time with some loved ones, make some money. You know I had a good weekend, got to kick it, take a little vacation, hang out with the wifey. You know what I'm saying? It was a good one. I mean, the car is real tough, so I went to Monterey Car Week. Seen a lot of sick-ass cars in Monterey. If you've never been to Monterey Pebble Beach and you're in the Bay Area, it's a great place to check out. Beautiful scenery, beautiful weather, really cool people. And Monterey Car Week, you'll see millions and millions of dollars worth of cars. So it was a really fun event. I took the Cougar up there. You can check out some of the videos at Big Herc 916. Car Hustle is going down. I got some of the footage up there from when I was up there. Had a really good time. I want to thank you guys for all your support and for making our channel the #1 channel with life after the penitentiary, pushing us over 100,000 subscribers. We appreciate all your input, all the questions. You guys have been emailing us questions from day one. FreshOutSeries@gmail.com. I really appreciate it. If I don't get to your question or if I don't answer your question, don't take offense. A lot of times, man, I'm just busy. There's a lot of questions, and I try to shoot a lot of prison talk, so I can't get to everybody's question. And if I don't give you a shout out, it's not that I'm ignoring you. It's just that I forget, and it's a lot of people that try to get to. So it's nothing personal when I'm doing the questions, and if I don't give you a shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't name your name, you got to excuse me for that. Anyways, make sure you check out our website, www.freshoutseries.com. Really appreciate it. Anybody who's ordered Fresh Out clothing, take a picture and put it on your Instagram and tag us. We like to see you guys wearing, rocking Fresh Out clothing, representing. So, take some pictures, post it on your Instagram, post it on your Twitter, your Facebook, and tag us, and we'll give you guys a shout out. Also, hit the bell next to the subscribe button on your YouTube, so that way you can get notification of all the videos up and coming. We got a lot of videos coming out, a lot of stuff. So you guys want to stay in the loop, make sure you, so hit the red button, the bell, and that way you'll get a notice whenever we have a new video going up, which we average 3 videos a week. It's a lot of stuff going on in the news. It's a lot of stuff going on, period. How many of you guys are out there checking out the eclipse? There's a lot of people traveling up to Oregon to look at, the solar eclipse, and I guess every 40 years, something like this happens. But anyways, a lot of people are taking, admiring the eclipse and, taking footage of that. If you are, hope you're having a good time. Make sure you cover your eyes up. But, there's a lot of other stuff going on in the news also with the Barcelona situation, with the bombing. A lot of this, the racial protests, the marches. It's a bunch of ignorance, man. It's a bunch of dumb shit. You got a bunch of people who are marching really for nothing, man. Whatever they're complaining about really has no relevance to them, because if they had the opportunity to make a change, what would they do? What would they do? Are they going to take the jobs that they so-called the Mexicans are working, or the jobs that the blacks have? They're going to do their jobs? I mean, what is it? So it's so stupid, man. College students walking around, tiki torches, talking shit, acting a fool. But, what it boils down to, even bigger than that, man, is that these politicians are using these ignorant ass motherfuckers to basically push their agenda. They want to have a bunch of people going at each other, black, white, Mexican, Asian. They want a race war, because then they can come in and implement martial law and take away your civil liberties. They're already talking about stop and frisk, where they can just walk up to you, stop you, and frisk you, and violate your right to be secure in persons. So, you guys got to get hip, man, and quit following the ignorant shit and speak up, man, and get a voice out there, because these people, man, they use these other people as foot soldiers. They're not going to get out there and come down off their ivory towers and put in any work. Most of these guys have never even threw a punch at anybody. But they'll let you guys do it all day and sacrifice yourself. So, you guys got to wake up, man. Jeff Sessions right now, Trump made him the attorney general, and this guy has rolled back decades of reform with the criminal justice system. He's pushing real tough, this war on drugs. Sessions even referred to the NAACP and other civil rights organizations as un-American that force civil rights down the throats of the people. Now, I'm reading an article from the Huffington Post written by Bill Piper. He's a contributor, Drug Policy Alliance, Director of National Affairs. And I'm just sharing with you this information because a lot of times people are so caught up in social media and reality shows that you miss a lot of stuff going on. See, why they got people marching and doing all this shit? They're trying to turn back the time on these fucking drug laws, man. And, it's all racial. And, eventually they tie into poor white people too. So it's not just black, white, Mexican, and Asian. They tie in, anybody they can get under their control. And that way, when you come out of the situation, you're fucked. People, you gotta read history, man, and see where all this shit came about. And anytime you have a change or a shift in progress with culture or society, you'll have people stepping up like this to try to push it back. I mean, in the 70s, you had Nixon with the war on drugs because you had the civil rights movement. And you had people basically asking for equal rights. Why the fuck couldn't the motherfucker ride the bus and sit where the fuck he wanted to sit? That sparked the war on drugs, and it targeted blacks who were, selling heroin, the drug, cocaine, and all these fucking laws. And, I don't make this shit up. I just basically share the information with you. And whenever Trump talks about the war on drugs, crime, criminal justice, it's about black and brown communities, and they make it look like they're just violent hellholes that need just the worst enforcement possible. And what they really need is education. They need schooling. They need access to materials so that they can get the hell about the situation they're in. They need resources. Those places, man. Chicago, Chi-Town. Oakland. Compton. Wherever New York, wherever you want to go in the projects, wherever there's a project at, St. Louis, Louisiana, it's not about police enforcement. It's about education. You educate a populace and they can elevate the whole economy around them. You know what I mean? So, I'm not speaking from a racial point of view. I'm just speaking facts. And a lot of people, you can say what you want. You can be in denial, but it's just real shit, man. I mean, the war on drugs has a long history. A long, long history. A lot of you probably don't even know that the first federal marijuana laws were passed in the 1910s and the 1920s against Mexicans because they wanted a reason to lock them up. Marijuana was legal, totally legal. And they had to criminalize it, man, because they needed to, it needed to control a populace and also make sure they can secure the papers at the time. A lot of these big news companies were ran by people who controlled the cotton and the forest industry, the logging. So they want to make sure that marijuana, they had to be illegalized. And then you had in the 1900s, the whole campaign with, the Negro cocaine laws, you had, black men raping white women, high on cocaine. They were dope fiends, they're out of control. So that campaign basically created a public sentiment that blacks are violent. Blacks are, they're aggressive. Cocaine makes them out of control. We got to lock them up. And you give motherfuckers crazy time to where when they get out, they're old men, and then they can't raise their kids. They can't provide any type of mentorship. You know, they become just institutionalized. And it's just sad, man. It's all draconian fucking laws tied into all this Jim Crow shit, you know, when they freed the slaves. It all ties back. And I'm not getting, you know, I'm not trying to like, you know, sound one way to the next, but I'm just spitting facts. Read your motherfucking history, man. I'm spitting facts. You know what I'm saying? So, 1870s, you had the Chinese over here working on the fucking railroads, on the on the trains, and they made opium illegal. Locked their ass up after they did the work. You know, after everybody does the work, lock their ass up. You know what I'm saying? A prison industrial complex. That's right. You know, this fucking prison country. And, you know, yeah, you say, oh, well, you shouldn't be selling drugs. You shouldn't be doing this. Dude, the biggest drug dealers are the corporations. All this fucking, this opium epidemic right now is all motherfucking pills. They're making all the fucking money. The motherfuckers on the street ain't making no fucking money. They're getting peanuts. Cops are running around, busting motherfuckers, sweating them, giving them time, acting like they're getting, you know, they're coming up on these raids. It's all bullshit. These motherfuckers are selling legal drugs, making billions, fucking buying up property, passing more street drug laws so that they can monopolize the drug trade. They know what the fuck they're doing. And the people that buy into it, you guys are dummies. You know what I mean? There's no rehabilitation in prison. It's a corporation. They're shareholders, and they're making money by locking motherfuckers up. Mexicans, blacks, Asians, white, who have you. They're making money locking your motherfucking ass up. If you're poor, you ain't got a big time attorney, or your family ain't got no political connections, you're fucked. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol and caffeine are two of the biggest drugs out there, and they push that shit all fucking day. All day. Because they can control it. You know, that's their fucking money. They gotta have a way to make money off these motherfuckers locked up. They can't have the Mexican guy pushing the same car they're pushing or living next door in the house that they're living in. So you gotta try to put some type of distance between the two. And that's what they do, man. They pass these fucking laws. You know, non-violent drug offenders, you get crazy time, and then when you get out of prison, you can't vote, you know, unless you get your record expunged. It's harder finding employment. Housing is harder. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of shit that's piled on top of you. Now, how are you supposed to get back on your feet? Now, when the drug companies, everybody's like, well, okay, no, how many people overdose off of legal drugs? From the motherfucking pharmacy? Come on, man. Oxycontin and Norco, Xannies, Percocet. You know what I'm saying? All this shit is all, you know, this is all corporate shit. But everybody, you know, they're so focused on, you got these guys, you know, walking around, you know, preaching all this high-powered racial shit. And then you put one of the biggest races as the head of the criminal justice system. And this guy, he's called black people boy. You know, that's how he looks at minorities. So, people, man, this system needs reform, man. It needs change. It needs a wake-up call. And a lot of you college students, a lot of you guys, you know what I mean, who run around, you know, who want to participate in politics, hey, man, speak up, man. You know what I mean? Speak up. And a lot of people who are off parole or probation, you can vote. So, you know, put a voice out there and take part, because you act like, you might think it doesn't affect you, but down the road, it's going to affect you. It can affect your niece, your nephew, your cousin, your brother, your sister. Somebody, some way is going to be affected by all these fucking laws that are just, it's a waste of money, man. It's a waste of money. The war on drugs is a fucking farce. You know what I mean? They push all the drugs. Why do you think they want Afghanistan? What the fuck is over there? Opium. They need opium for all the fucking drugs they're making. Come on, man. If you guys think that this shit is being ran by motherfuckers on the street, you got another thing coming. You know what I mean? So, I mean, economics, man. People wanted to, participate and vote for a certain individual because they felt, oh, he's going to help them out. But, the motherfuckers who are behind them are ignorant as shit. A lot of these motherfuckers, thinking that they're going to really be some dominant race. You got to be kidding me, man. Look at your fucking history. You probably got African in you. Wake up, motherfucker. There ain't no fucking pure, it's all bullshit. And they want to promote that shit, but look at your history, man. Do your research. And like it's all about controlling the masses, divide and conquer. Yeah, man, you guys gotta wake up, man, and start doing your homework before you speak out. But I got a lot of dumb motherfuckers on here today making comments. I'm not even gonna address them. I usually like a lot of the trolls. I give them some win, but I'm not giving them a win today. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it real, man. Who got something to say about this whole Trump and Sessions thing about unmasking historical link between drug and white supremacy? Who got something to say about that? You guys think it's real shit, or you think it's some bullshit? What do you think? Let me see. We got somebody. I'm gonna do the shout outs at the end. But I can't see anybody saying. Somebody said Sessions helped take down the KKK. Well, it said that the only reason he jumped out of their, pretty much support was because he found a member who smoked pot. But anybody that refers to a black person as a boy, needs the shit slapped out of him. Yeah, man. The use of drugs and the control and what it does to a community is sad. And like I said, man, a lot of people that speak on stuff that they don't know about should do some homework. Do your history. I think the California 3 strikes law is bullshit. You know what I mean? You got people who make mistakes and then you get caught up with a third offense and you're going to just lay a person in prison. Why? What's the benefit of somebody being in prison for stealing, a hamburger or, a third strike? What is the benefit of that? Drug war, yes, the new Jim Crow laws. That's all it is. The Rockefeller drug laws, it's all the draconian shit. It's all bullshit, man. And all this racial shit they're trying to bring about, it's a distraction. You guys aren't seeing a big picture, man. You got to wake the fuck up. There's a bigger picture than just fucking marching in Virginia, motherfuckers, KK, come on, man. What the fuck? 2017, you walking around talking about that bullshit? Come on, man. It's sad, man. It's sad. And then you got people who are in office who don't even want to actually admit what the fuck is going on, what is wrong with the situation. They try to talk around it. You know what I mean? If it looked like shit, smells like shit, it's fucking shit, man. And locking people up for fucking centuries on top of centuries. And, what's the purpose, man? What's the point? What do you're after what, 10 years, 3, 4, 5 years, what are you going to get out of that person? Basically, it's a breakdown of morale. It's a breakdown of the mental, the mental capacity, and it's basically an institutionalized thing where a person at that point doesn't even want to get out of prison, or they get out and they violate. But, yeah, man, I want to share that. I know a lot of times the serious subjects don't get much attention. The viewers don't really like to engage that stuff, but I wanted to speak on this because I think it's important, and it's not only going to affect the minorities, the black, the Mexican, the Asian, whoever. It's going to also eventually affect white people as well. And it's not even about, everybody. They want you to make it a black and white thing. But if you guys learn to communicate and what is your animosity? Most of the motherfuckers that don't like a particular race don't even know anybody in that race. So you got motherfuckers that don't like blacks, that don't like whites, or don't like Mexican or Asian, but you ain't never had a motherfucking Asian, black, Hawaiian, Chinese friend. So what the fuck are you talking about? Fucking stupid, man. It's all about fucking money. It ain't about color. At the very top, it could be, we can flip the script and be in Africa. It's all about money. They're over there, the top Africans are exploiting the poor Africans. You know, you go to China, the rich Chinese are exploiting the poor Chinese. Just in this country, we have the race or racial thing, so it's another angle for them to create fear. You know, fear of them not being able to live at the top of the hill and you at the bottom of the hill. You know? Wake the fuck up, man. But, yeah, man, you know, like I said, I'm not going to entertain the trolls today. I'm just going to block them. You know what I mean? A lot of dumb motherfuckers. You know? People got to just wake up, man, and hopefully we can make a difference in society and make a better society, you know? I have a question here from Tyler Edwards. He said, did you hear about the movie called The Last Rampage that comes out next month? It's about the infamous prison break of Gary Tyson and Randy Greenwald from the Arizona State Prison. And I didn't hear about that. Didn't hear about that movie coming out. I don't really watch too many prison movies on the street. I usually watch, you know, shit about business or, you know, gangster. And I do watch Power, you know, but other than that, I don't really try to watch anything with prison because, like, I did enough prison time, you know. But, yeah, man, you know, if you guys got any input on any of this, I'd be glad to hear it. You know, this was kind of like a last-minute topic, but I thought it would be a topic of interest that people need to create dialogue. You know, everybody wants to be, you know, making a black-white thing. Mexican. It's bigger than that, man. It's bigger than them just locking. It's just like it's going to eventually affects everybody. You know, all this racial bullshit. You know, fucking drug laws and just throwing away the key on motherfuckers and stop and frisk. You know what I mean? Come on, man. Poor people ain't got a fucking voice. You know, you gotta talk to people around you. You gotta open them, quit living in fear. You know, they got motherfuckers scared to death to speak out, to say anything, man. If you have a opinion, say something. You know, if you feel that, you know, you need to make a difference, there's ways to go about doing it. Don't fucking, you know, you ain't gotta go out there and sacrifice your motherfucking self, but hey, man, do your research and don't just act like it don't exist. The shit is going on. A lot of motherfuckers like to turn a blind eye like they don't know what the fuck is happening. And it's right in front of their face, you know? Yeah, I know. I'm from the Bay too. Blacks and Mexicans, we get along together up north. You know, it's down south where all the problems is, you know, and it's stupid, man. You know, you go to the pen down here, you get caught up out here in the neighborhood, and if you're black and you're Mexican, it ain't no good. It's all bad. But I got homies up north, and we all get along. You're my motherfucking people, man. You know? But, you know, everybody, we need to wake up, man, and just be consciously aware of what's going on in the world. You know, don't sit at home and act like you're blind, you know what I mean? And, you know, do your research. Somebody says, well, I in a USP? Yeah, I was in USP Lompoc. Watch my documentary on our channel. You know, Big Hurt. You know, watch my fucking, my interview. I talk about everything. I talk about what I've been through. You know, I break it all down. Somebody says, how's the car hustle coming along? The car hustle is, you know, it's moving along. We haven't been putting those videos on this channel, but like I said, check out YouTube, Big Hurt 916. Car hustle jumping off. I got a lot of car shit on there. I got the Chevelle on there. I got the Cougar. And I'm going to show y'all how to flip an old school into, you know what I'm saying, some big dollars. You know, I got the Chevelle that I'm going to be putting up for sale, make some money off that, and I'm going to show y'all how to basically turn cars into dollars. You know, that's what I'm going to do. What somebody says, why are poor blacks convicted more and given harsher sentence? Because people don't care. The justice system is biased. They feel that blacks are, you know, they can do the time. I know a lot of people feel that when they see certain individuals, that time for them is natural. So seeing a young black kid get sentenced to crazy time as an adult, it doesn't even bat an eye because they don't think of him as being a kid. They think of him as being, unhuman, and it's sad. That's why they get all the fucking time, Monterey Car Week, yeah, I was there, Jeff. You know what I'm saying? I put up a video. You can check it out on Big Herc 916 at Car Week. Yeah, you guys, I try to put the information out here on the show, keep everybody interested. I know sometimes the stuff, it's not all about splitting wigs and busting cheeks, but sometimes there's a serious topic needs to be discussed to create dialogue, to get people, the blood flowing and stimulate your thought process, man. Yeah, I seen that. Somebody said, black criminals are labeled as super predators. Yeah, I've heard that too. It's sad, man. I know I go places. I was in Monterey Car Week, and I walk around, and there's not a lot of blacks out there, and it's crazy how scared people are when they see me, just based off my appearance. And it's like, what the fuck, I'm a person just like you're a person. I ain't never walked around and been this scared of people. What are you scared of? It don't matter. I've seen big-ass Samoans, Tongans. I'm not just, oh my God, these guys. What are you scared of? But anyways, yeah, man, it's, you got a lot of people, a lot of fucked up, it's a lot of fucked up propaganda out there, targeted towards minorities, black race in particular. It's just a lot of just negative shit, man, for no reason. You don't like a black guy, but then you have a black guy fucking your wife. What's up with that? You get off on that, but then you don't want to have the motherfucker around you otherwise. Or you watch them play football or basketball, or you watch soccer, Mexicans, but you don't want the black guy in your house around you, but you want him to go to your college. It's fucking stupid, man. You know what I mean? Who makes all the fucking, who picks all the grapes for the wine? I ain't seen near white person when I lived in the Bay Area. You know what I mean? It's not people like, oh, well, I'm just keeping it real. That's why we all got to get along. We all got to work together, man. It ain't about race, man. It's about fucking elevating economically. Racism is some stupid ass shit. It's stupid, man. But it's you got the people at the top, and if they can use you at the bottom to benefit themselves, they'll do it all day and pimp your motherfucking ass out. So stop being a hoe, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop being a hoe. Get your game right and, elevate your consciousness, man. But somebody said, what's my favorite hood movie? I don't know, man. I think the Cocaine Cowboy series is off the chain. Carlito's Way is a dope-ass movie. And there's another one I liked about the youngster with the pit bull. I can't remember the name of it. It has Samuel Jackson in it. Great movie. But yeah, man, I know you guys gotta grow and don't buy into the hype, man. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind right, and that way you can live righteously and do something positive with yourself. Racism is some straight bullshit. Somebody said, favorite football team, probably the Raiders, man. Because I remember when they was in Oakland, back when I was a kid. Fresh, there you go. The movie's called Fresh. That's right. Dope ass movie, man. Little kid playing chess. Great movie. Menace to Society was good too, but I like Fresh, man, because the guy he's putting all his fucking pieces together, and he was thinking 3 or 4 moves ahead. And that's what you got to do in life. You got to think 3 or 4 moves ahead, because there's a lot of dumb people around you, man. And if you only think you have 1 or 2 options, you always have hundreds. I've made some stupid ass mistakes in my life because I limited my options. But if I would have sat back and meditated on what I was doing, I wouldn't have done a lot of this shit, man. I wouldn't have done a lot of the shit I did, man. I would have made different choices. You get locked up in prison, you start reading about law and about just the history of law and different things, and you feel like you got duped, man, like you got played. And I felt I got played, man. You got to have options. You got to be able to see other angles. You got to be able to open your mind up and see a bigger picture. You know, I know guys, when I was in prison, they used to tell me that, hey man, you still got another one in you, another federal bit in you. I'm like, dude, I have no more in me. I can't do no more time. 10 years, it was enough, you know what I mean? But you got guys who done been to the feds at least, you know, 2 times. Did 5 or 8 years, got out, did 15, got out and got another 10. Dude, I can't spend time like that in prison. It ain't cool. You know, these fucking laws, man, it ain't cool, man. It ain't nothing fly about being a G. You know what I'm saying? Be a motherfucking G in a corporate office. Be a G on Wall Street. Be a G in cryptocurrency. Be a motherfucking G in real estate. You know, make money on the street. That little peanuts you making in the prison ain't shit. You ain't got to pay rent. You ain't got to take care of your kids. Do all the right things. Take care of your kids. Take care of your family. Make money on the street, man. Get paper on the street. That's a real gangster. Oh, I forgot about Heat. Dope ass movie, man. Heat's the fucking truth. Dope ass movie, man. About values, friendship, you know, the whole shit, man. About being a G, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, be an earner. You know what I mean? Take care of your family, man. And love your kids. Be a role model. Stop letting the schools try to raise your kids. Stop letting social media raise your kids, man. And lace them up, man, so they don't get caught up in the system. You know, poor people, man, you don't have attorneys, you don't have lawyers, so your kids get caught up and they got a public pretender or they become wards of the state, man. And from there, they get up in there and they got motherfuckers pressuring them and they get caught up, you know, and it's like, fuck, man, it's not cool. It's not cool, man. So, you know, take care of your family, man. Handle your business. And, hey, man, apply some... Look into reforming this fucking criminal justice system, man. Speak up. Community meetings, man. Have a voice, you know. This is my voice. This is my way of giving back. I've done a lot of stupid shit. I'm not saying I'm no fucking saint, but you know, I'm trying to like show people that hey, you can make a difference and you can do something positive with your life. You know what I mean? And somebody said about rap music. I think a lot of it is rap music hurting the community. Well, it's like, remember when rock or speed metal and punk and all this stuff, was it affecting kids, making you do drugs? Music don't make you do drugs, but it does have an influence because of the visual. Drugs, money, partying. But that's up to the parent to fucking lace their kids up. Don't let a fucking music video or rapper raise your kid, man. Fucking participate in your kid's life. You know, take the time out to fucking get in front of the football, fucking in front of the TV watching football, and go out there and fucking be hands-on. You know, be a man to your son. You know, be a man to your daughter. You know, be a mother to your child. And that's going to make the difference, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's going to make the difference in the future of our kids, the future of the society. You know, kids don't know racism. They don't know black and white, you know, they don't know color. They're taught all that bullshit. So wake up, man, and do something with yourself, man. Lace your kids up and pay attention to these people in office because they got a plan. And if you guys don't wake the fuck up, you'll be caught up in their motherfucking, in their web, and you'd be wishing that you'd made, you know, a different move or you'd have thought differently. You know, don't be sleeping out there, man. Wake the fuck up. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and do some shout-outs. What's up with the shout-outs today? Who we got? You know what I mean? I was trying to spit a little game for y'all. I know it ain't all, you know what I'm saying? I didn't go off on the trolls today, and I know y'all like that, but I wanted to spit some real shit, man, because these fucking drug laws, non-violent offenses, man, people being locked up for marijuana, cocaine, like they're fucking, you know, they're just pure evil. It's all bullshit. Shout out to Germany, shout out to Milwaukee, Dayton, Ohio, shout out to Pittsburgh, shout out to Long Beach, shout out to Guam, by way of Long Beach, shout out to Cleveland, Ohio, shout out to Tampa, Florida, shout out to Alabama, Riverside, shout out to England, shout out to Diego and Humboldt, shout out to Guam, working for the Navy, shout out to San Antonio, Texas, UFC gym, shout out to Richmond, Virginia, shout out to Philadelphia, shout out to North Carolina, shout out to Tylertown, shout out to Laredo, Texas, Latin King, Netherlands, Amsterdam, Houston, Texas, Big Bear, Laredo, Texas. Shout out to Long Beach. Shout out to Compton. Shout out to South Wales. Shout out to Sylmar. Shout out to Miami, Florida. Shout out to Virginia Beach. Shout out to Montreal, Northern Virginia, Ireland, Winnipeg, Canada, Malibu, Baltimore in the house, East Hollywood, Cincinnati, Ohio. Shout out to Beverly Hills. Shout out to Oakland. Shout out to Paris. Shout out to Folsom. Shout out to Portland. Shout out to Rialto. Shout out to Cambria. Paris, California. I think I said them. Shout out to Monterey, California. I was just out there. Shout out to Sacramento. Hey, man, much love to y'all. Make sure you guys hit the bell next to the subscribe button so that you guys can get video notifications. I appreciate you guys shooting in the motherfucking, shout out to San Quentin. I appreciate you guys shooting in the questions. We love the input. You guys keep pushing us, man. We love to keep you guys laced up, you know, and it's bigger than race, man. Let's get off of this bullshit, man. Let's not buy into the bullshit, you know, that they're pushing. It's a distraction, man. Look for the distraction. There's some other shit going on in the world that demands our attention that we need to wake up to. So you guys wake up, man. That's what we do on our channel. We wake the fuck up. Shout out to Chicago, Illinois. Shout out to Paul Orana. And yeah, man, we're all human race. At the end of the day, when we die, we go into the dirt. Fucking bacteria and fucking microorganisms eat our ass up, and we go back into the earth. So all this shit, skin color shit, man, dark, light skin, black, dark skin, white, Mexican, it's all bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? We all need to get along. We all need to fucking really put our minds together so that we can elevate. And if you are doing something positive, much love to you. And if you're doing something negative, hey, man, check yourself because it ain't going to last. You know, negative energy is always going to come back to bite you in the ass. You know, karma's a motherfucker, and you got to do the right thing in life, man, and try to share and elevate people around you. If a motherfucker's not trying to elevate, shake his motherfucking ass, man. Shake a motherfucker who's trying to bring you down. If he's talking that bullshit, he ain't your homie. He ain't your homie. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm out. It's Big Herc. Shout out to Greece. And look forward to seeing you guys real soon. Next Monday, check out Big Herc 916. You got a lot of car shit on there. That's what I put on there. You know, I try to keep the Fresh Out Life After channel with all the penitentiary shit. But on my other channel, I like to do a lot of car shit because I'm a car fanatic. And it's a way for me to express myself. So, y'all, much love. And shout out to Richmond, Simone's from New Zealand, Vasaya, and everybody else, California. Hey, man, y'all the greatest, man. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm out.